How is everyone doing? Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Conversation over a Cup of Tea with your host, Farzana Muhammed. Today is Wednesday, and as you know, on once a month, every Wednesday, I bring a speaker on board, and the whole reason for putting up this platform is with the intention to bring awareness about wellness, be it physical or mental, by making small changes in your daily life. So today we are going to talk about how to find your focus. And I'm really excited to welcome my speaker, Jivan Dodd. Now, you might want to know who Jivan is, and just a little bit about her. She has been a social worker for 22 years. And she also ran a business as an NLP coach, hypnotherapist, and EFT, and mindfulness practitioner. She helps professional women leave their overworked, unfulfilled, and exhausting jobs to pursue their entrepreneurial business. So let me welcome Yuan. How are you doing?
Hello, Farzana. Thank you very much for inviting me along today. And I am really well today. I'm in Scotland. The sun's shining, but it's very cold.
Oh, is it? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for joining us. It's such a privilege and such a pleasure that you are here today, because
Thank you.
I know we've been talking about this for a month now, and thank God that today is the day.
Yes.
We are really going to be talking about something really important. And I think that its importance is not only in our daily life, but how we do business, why we do business. So let me ask you, I know, in fact, why don't you tell us a little bit about you? How did you end up in this coaching? You're a hypnotherapist, and you are what, mindfulness practitioner? My goodness. So tell me a little bit, tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
Yeah. So I'm from Scotland. I'm married and I've got two children.
Okay.
I have been a social worker, as you said, Farzana, for over 20 years. So I've been in the helping industry for that amount of time, and helping people with trauma, really difficult backgrounds, going through adversity. And I went I knew that there was something else that I was meant to be doing in my life. And I kind of went on a self-development journey. I tried lots of different business ventures that I didn't feel aligned with, I didn't feel passionate about. I got a coach in, and I discovered that actually what I needed to be doing is continue to be helping people and offering that service to women. And when I went through my self-development journey and I started my business, I realized I could help other women do exactly the same, because it's just such a powerful thing, and I feel happy, and I feel that I've got a bit of freedom back by doing that.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So let's get to the topic itself. Yeah. And we have chosen the topic purpose, and there was a purpose behind it. We are going to today help our audience to understand what is purpose, because I think it's a cliche word nowadays, because a lot of people are talking about it, and but I feel that this is where everything starts. So as a coach, what do you think is purpose in general? Like, for you, I understand what was the purpose, but in general, what do you say when your clients come to you looking for that?
Yeah, because often people, everybody's at different stages of their journey. And sometimes people don't actually know what their purpose is. They may come to me and they may already know that. They may know where they want to go. But your purpose is, why am I here? Everyone on this earth are here for a reason. Yes. And there's a purpose as to why you're here. And sometimes we find that when we're younger. Sometimes we find that at different stages of our life. And it actually doesn't matter when in life that you find it, as long as you find it at some stage. And it's like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Am I here to be a mother, or run a family? Am I here to help other people? What is my purpose? And it's about discovering that, because some women don't know how to find that. But you're right, it's a bit of a cliche, purpose.
Yes, yes. Right. So I think we are cut off. I cannot hear you. Yuvan, can you
Oh,
hear me?
yeah, I'm still
Okay,
here.
you're
Can you
here.
hear me?
Thank you so much. No, it happens because it's
Yes.
yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so let's look at purpose and maybe dissect it. Where does it start? What is where would you say a person who is saying, what is my purpose? Where does it start?
It's about getting into alignment. It's about, so if we think about where we are, and I'm a big advocate of energy, I work with energy quite a lot, look at the emotional scale. And when we think about the emotional scale, when we don't feel happy, we know that there's something else out there. So when we're at the bottom of the emotional scale, it's things like anger and jealousy and all the different depression, anxiety. And we want to get up further up the emotional scale. We can apply that to purpose. We can apply that to business. We can apply that to being a wife or a mother or wherever we want to be in life.
Okay.
And you have to have the feelings and the energy that you are aligned with. And it's about finding where you are. There are a lot of different ways that you can do that. But if you're happy for me to do that, I can kind of give you a bit of a guidance of a good tool that we can use so that we can find our purpose.
Okay, I would love to know.
Yeah, okay. So there's a Japanese tool that we can use called Aikai. And it is about, if you look at the diagram, and at some stage I can maybe put that, I can send that to you, you can maybe put it in your group.
Yeah.
And it's a diagram of different parts of your life, of you and how you feel, and it's where you are, where the circles meet in the middle is where you're meant to be, what your purpose is, what your passion is. So first of all, if we think about what we love, what do we love to do? Are we creative? What do we feel happy with? Look back through your life and think about, what was it in my life that made me feel happy? And can I do that again? Because things happen in life. We may get married, we may have children, and it may be that you've already done something and you can return to do that again. What is your passion? We spoke about this before, Farzana, didn't we? That purpose and passion.
If I may ask here, is passion directly related to purpose?
Not always.
Okay. All right.
Not always, because we could feel passionate about our family. We could feel passionate about going for a walk in nature. We could feel passionate about being creative, but it's not necessarily about our purpose. And sometimes often our purpose is about helping other people. Generally, if we're offering a product or a service to others, we're always going to be helping someone in some way.
Yes.
If it's making someone feel good about themselves, if it's a bit of transformation. If you have a product, or you're in a product-based business, what transformation are you offering other people? If you're a coach, what transformation are you offering the other person?
Correct.
So your passion it can be linked to your purpose, but it's not always about that.
Okay, so just for those audience who are actually watching us, if you have questions, you can always put it in the comment section. And what we are going to do is, once we are done our questions and a little bit more, learn more about purpose from Jivan, then we will, if you have time, then she will be able to respond to those. So please do not hesitate to do that. All right, so Jivan, when do you know you are aligned? Is there any tool you can suggest or give us as an audience that's what I wanted to do in life? Because we are not only talking about our business ventures, we are also talking about in our daily life. Sometimes we are so lost. I know I was totally lost till last year what I want to do.
Yes.
So want to do How can I do? Am I really there? Is there any tool you can just like give us for now?
Absolutely. There's lots and lots of different things that you can use.
Oh, okay.
So I would suggest one of the things that you can do is make a list of, just sit down and journal. Journaling is an amazing tool journaling can be used in lots of different ways. It's like getting what you have in your mind onto paper. And when you write things down, that's often where you can find the answers. Meditating, visualizing, and often we get the answers given to us when we use tools like that. But journaling, so if you can write down and list, keep on writing and writing and writing, break that down and shorten it. So put that, make that list half, right? What would I choose out of that list that I really resonates with me? Half it again, until you maybe come up with 1 to 3 things that you think, well, this is how I feel amazing inside when I think about this.
Could you give me an example, if I may ask, when you're saying journaling and yes, journaling, I know that it has helped me as well to find my purpose. And we were just talking that I am 50 and I just found my purpose. So it's not the age, it's what you want to do and how you actually find it. You can find it at the age of 15 or 50, it doesn't matter, but how you find it is the most important. So you just mentioned there will be journaling you can do meditation, so that your mind is getting focused towards that. Am I that's what these tools would do for us, right? So give us an example, just one example, say journaling what? That gives me an idea. Oh, okay, this is what I can do, right? So if you may.
Okay, so you mean in terms of the journaling, how you would, like I was saying before, the journaling is about, if you can get up early in the morning, get your journal out, have the quietness in your house before everybody gets up, and just write and write and write, and get those feel good. Yes, like you can practice gratitude before you do that. It's about getting yourself in an emotional alignment, ready to journal. So the important thing is you feel good and you're in a place where you have that energetic alignment before you actually start to journal as well, so that you can feel it within you. This feels good. What I'm writing down here feels good.
So main thing, what you are emphasizing here, you write the journal, yes, but at the same time, see what you're writing is giving you those goosebumps. Oh, that's what it is. This is what I want to do. That would journaling would help you with that, because I know it did for me.
Yes.
There was just enlightenment. Oh, this is what it is. So, and I'm sure it might work for some. This tool might work for some. For others, maybe visualization might work, right? But when you are looking for your purpose, what is hindering most of the time? How many? I'm sure because of your experience with your clients, what are those emotions or what are those factors that would stop you from even thinking that you have a purpose in life?
Yeah. So firstly, I would say your values and beliefs are extremely important, and that really comes into finding your purpose. But what I would say is it's the fears that we have. When I work generally with women, but this applies to men and women. And it's the fears because I'm, as you said in the beginning, I'm a life coach and hypnotherapist, and the brain is extremely complex. So 90% of our thoughts, or 90% percentage of our decisions are made from our subconscious mind. They're only 10% from the conscious mind. And a lot of the decisions that we make are based on the experiences that we've had in our lives. And those fears will come from something that someone's told you in your life or experiences that you've had in your life. So when you start to think, I'm going to do this, I'm going to put myself out there, you self-sabotage because you've maybe had that experience in the past. where it's like, the last time I tried to do that, I had all these negative emotions, so I don't want to do it again. But those beliefs aren't necessarily true. So it's asking yourself, is that the truth? Is what that person told me, possibly when you're at school, possibly by your parents or someone, you'll never amount to someone. You don't have the brains for that. You don't have the capacity to do that. Don't be silly. Just stay where you are. Just stay being a housewife. Just stay doing this. Just stay doing that. No. Is that the truth? And if you continue to ask yourself that, you'll realize that what those people have told you aren't necessarily the truth. So it's the self-sabotage, it's the imposter syndrome. You've maybe been in a job 20 years and it's like, someone's going to find me out for being an imposter. Someone's going to think, she's actually not capable of doing this.
Those are such important points because So the thing is, when you're talking, and I can go back and I see myself doing that to myself, self-talk, negatives, and that was definitely hindering my life because I never thought I was good enough, right? And I think one thing that helped me was the support system and people around me. So it's all for me, surrounding myself with the right people really helped me out, right? But there are people, we all know we are surrounded by negative people, and some people just can't come out of it. So we said fear, we said let's write down the journals, we said okay, let's meditate, we said do positive self-talk, that these things are definitely great tools to help. And how about if that person is still not sure, what is the next step? What should he do or she do, whoever is watching, if they are going through some kind of anxiety or some kind of fear factor, or so what would you suggest to them?
I think sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is get help. Someone that knows what they're talking about, someone that has been there, been on that journey, experienced it, and can offer you advice and guidance and assistance about how you find that.
Right.
Because often the problem is that you can suggest all these things to people, but they can still be stuck, they can still be confused, they can still be overwhelmed. They can watch all the inspirational, motivational videos, read the books, but at the end of it, they're still in a place where they don't know what their purpose is, what their passion is, where they want. They know that they're still, it's hanging about, it's still there, and know that there's something else out there, but it's about getting someone that can help them.
Yes. So
that can be incredibly powerful.
Okay. And while we're talking about aligning yourself, right? We have talked about all the tools that could help, and why let's talk a little bit about the business. There are many like myself, we work from home, right? And the business opportunities are less outside, but I find myself to be privileged to be working from home. But there are times when there's a clash between the passion and the purpose, right? There were times when I was going through this clash and I was not too sure how I'm going to do things. So in that case, again, I know the alignment is number one thing. What do you suggest? How do we come out of it, if in case that's what is there?
If you're in terms of if they're not sure what direction to go in, or what do you mean by?
Yeah, the direction. If I've heard so many people, we love what we do, but we are not able to, it's something which I've always wanted to do, but it's not getting me where I want to be, right? And it looks like my purpose of starting my business is not, I'm unable to get through. And so I'm like, okay, why did you even start the business if that was, you knew that it would not work, right? So here you can see somebody is talking about the passion and because of that passion, that person had started the business, right? But
Yeah.
how do you align there? The alignment becomes very tough, right?
Absolutely. And as a coach and how I help women, I will start off with, generally, I go through a process, and generally that's about the mindset.
Okay.
When we work, when we can, so through hypnotherapy, I will do specific work to look at where those mindset issues are coming from. And from there, that can
Help.
cancel out some of those emotions and thoughts and allow people to move forward. But you know, when you get up, or for example on a Sunday night or a Monday morning, and you're waking up and you're like, this, I know this is what I'm meant to be doing. For me, I have always been a bit of an entrepreneur. I've run a property rental business for 16 years, but that's not what lit me up. That wasn't my passion. And so then I started sort of beauty businesses. I know I've got involved in lots and lots of different things. But for me now, when I'm working with women and I can see those light bulb moments, for me, it's like I can start a session with someone and they're like, oh, this is happening, that's it. By the end of the session, they could be like, oh man, that's me energized and invigorated, and that rubs off in you, because that energy rubs off. And when you talk about working from home,
Yes,
this is the direction that we've gone in now, and actually leads to a lot more opportunities in life as well, because we can do everything through Zoom. You are currently sitting in Dubai. I'm sitting in Scotland.
yes,
We're in a position where other side of the world, and we can do those things.
exactly.
I run my business mainly on Zoom, and I can do that quite successfully.
So do I, yeah.
And that opens up opportunities, because if you have a family, if you have children, if there's other things going on in your life, you don't need to leave your house. You can run your business successfully.
Yes.
By opening up your laptop.
Right. So should we, in conclusion, we say passion may lead you to find your purpose. It would then,
absolutely,
yeah, but not all passion is your purpose. So if I may ask you, so how am I going to find that purpose? Right? Because now I'm confused. I mean, I'm just saying, now as a person, I'm like thinking, okay, if I'm passionate, but that's not my purpose, how would I?
Yeah. Well, like I was saying when I was saying earlier on about going through those different steps of the ICAI, so that was, they were the different steps that I was allowing other people to think about when it comes to purpose. When you talk about all those circles, it's about asking yourself all those questions, and then somewhere in the middle, so if you write the diagram, what I love, what am I passionate about, what is my mission, what does the world need, what does the world need from me, how can I change someone else's life, what can I be paid for if this is a business that you want to run, what is your profession going to be, and asking yourself all these things, what am I good at?
Right. So
somewhere in the middle,
these are very simple yet very important questions, what you are just telling us.
Yeah. So if you write that diagram, and within each circle, you answer those questions, in the middle is where you're going to find your purpose.
Wow, that's interesting. So will you be able to share that diagram with us later on? Just share it, because I understand that you can't share it on the screen right now, so it's perfectly fine. But if you can share that, so I think we've gone through some really brilliant exercise that we understand now. I mean, it's quite clear. Purpose is there for everybody to reach to. There is a reason why every individual is on this earth, and we all know that. It's how you reach that purpose. And that purpose could be for your life, it could be for your business. And it's how you use those tools to reach that purpose is important. And you've just summarized it very well just now. So I think, is there anything else you would like us to know today? Like anything you feel that this is something which is very important for the audience to see and hear about purpose?
Yes, absolutely. I really think that your values and your beliefs really strongly underpin that as well. So it's about, what are my values, finding out what your values are, what is important to you, what is, again, your values about what lights you up, what is important to you, what is your mission, write out a mission statement. What are your beliefs? Now, your beliefs might not necessarily be about finding what that purpose is or where you're meant, what direction you're meant to go in, because sometimes your beliefs can hold you back.
Oh, that's
So there's the difference between what are my beliefs in a positive way, but also identifying what your negative beliefs are and how that holds you back.
very important point. I think that's the best. I mean, that's a very, very good point to for us to know, because I think the way we all are, the belief system definitely makes a big difference in our lives. And thank you so much. I think it was a wonderful talk. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I learned a lot. And I'm sure whoever is going to watch this later, if I can see a few people are here, but there are no questions. If you guys have any question, please feel free to do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can always come back and write your question in the comments, and Yuvana will definitely come back and respond to them. I just want to, close with just one. I found this beautiful quote by Bishop T.D. Jakes. I'm going to just read that. If you can't figure out your purpose, figure out your passion. For your passion will lead you right into your purpose. What do you think? Isn't that,
Amazing.
yeah, I just loved it, and you just nailed it today, because that's what you actually gave us the idea why and how the purpose is going to be something which we have to align ourselves to and get to that goal which we have put forward for ourselves. So, Ivana, thank you so much for being here. I think it was wonderful having you on board. And I really hope the audience really made the most of what from your expertise. If you have anything, we can't hear you, Giovanna.
I'm not speaking just now, though.
Okay. So if you have anything you want to tell my audience, you can share something. You can do that in the comment section, and I'm sure they will pick it up from there. And if anybody wants to reach out to her, you can go through. She's going to again put all the information about Insta and your Facebook business page or LinkedIn. Just put them in the comment section, and they can definitely come back to you directly. Well, once again, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank